Third grade builder number 66. We'll start by adding. In the ones place, 4 plus 6 is 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. And 8 plus 1 is 9. Our sum is 900. Now we're going to subtract 7 minus 9. I can't do that, so I go next door to my tens place. Now I have 1 10 and 17 ones. 17 minus 9 is 8. 1 minus 2, I can't do that. Go to my hundreds, take 100, trade it in for 10 tens. Now I have 11 minus 2, which is 9, and 5 minus nothing is 5. I'm going to multiply. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 6 is 48, plus 6 more, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. 54. Our product is 544. Multiplication facts, we have 8s. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 9, 72. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 8 is 64. And 10 times 8 is 80. Geometric figures. The name of this figure is a triangular prism. Right, triangular prism. It's a prism because it has a box shape. It's a triangular prism because we have these two triangle faces on the end. This figure is three-dimensional. And faces, we have 1, 2, 3 going around, and then the two ends, 4, 5. 5 faces. Edges, we can trace those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and connect 7, 8, 9. 9 edges. Vertices are points or corners. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vertices. Okay, we're going to use our ruler to measure each side to the nearest ½ inch. Which doesn't mean it has to have a half, but that we can have a half in our measurement. So here across the bottom, looks like we have about 2½. Here to here is right at 2½ inches. And this side, it's kind of tough because it's not right on the half, but it's not to the 3 yet. I'm going to go with 2½, but it's kind of hard to tell. It might be close to the 3 also. So if you use 2½, we add up the whole numbers first because we're finding perimeter, add the sides. 2, 4, 6, and then we put 2 halves together to make another 1 inch. 6 plus 1 more makes 7, and then I've got a half left over, 7½. If you measured this one and you think it's closer to 3 inches, if you did it that way, then you would get an answer of 8 inches for your perimeter. The capacity and weight, we've got circle the best unit of measure of the liquid volume of a bathtub. That's going to be quite a bit of water. 10 fluid ounces or 10 gallons. Now, fluid ounces are not very much. 2 tablespoons for every fluid ounce, and 8 fluid ounces makes 1 cup. So this is just a little more than a cup of water. 10 gallons though, think of our gallon milk jug. 10 gallons would be quite a bit of water, like we would have in a bathtub. Liquid volume of a small juice box. We have 10 gallons or 1 cup. 10 gallons is going to be way too much. That's like 10 milk jugs. So we're going to go with 1 cup, 8 ounces. The time on the clocks. The first clock, our hour hand, is pointing to the 1, a little bit after the 1. And that's because my minute hand has moved 25 minutes past. Time on that clock is 1:25. We go to our short hour hand. It's 1, even though it's getting pretty close to being 2 o'clock, because my minute hand traveled 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 minutes around. The time difference between these 2 clocks, how much time has passed between 1:25 and 1:50. If I can imagine this minute hand moving from here, and I want it to move up to the 10 right here. Every mark is a minute, so we're moving 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. On our number line, I'm going to mark the whole numbers first. 55, this long line would be 56. Right here would be 57. Each of these small spaces is an eighth. So we've got 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8. 55 and 6/8. 56, and then 1 space after it would be 56 and 1/8. Right here in the middle, between 56 and 57, we could put 56 and a half, because it's in the middle, or 56 and 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 56 and 4/8. Or you can see they've also marked it into fourths here, and we could say this is 1/4, 2/4. There are 4 sections across here. So 56 and 2/4 would also be correct. Those are all equivalent fractions to 1/2. And then this one right here is 57 and 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. 57 and 3/8. How far is it from 56 to 56 and 3/4? 56 is right here. And I want to find 3/4, so I'm going to need to look at this and think of fourths here. So from here to here is 1/4. That makes 2/4. And that's 3/4. So that goes to this line right here. I can either count the little eighths, or I can just count 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, because we started right here on the even number. So that is 3/4 more. If you count the eighths, it will be 6/8. So 6/8 would also be an equivalent fraction there. Our vocabulary characteristics that describe a geometric figure are attributes, 2 measurements, usually length and width, are 2D or 2-dimensional figures. The flat surface of a 3-dimensional figure is a face. Where the sides of 2 faces meet is called an edge. Having measurements of length, width, and height, that would be 3-dimensional figures.